What in the heck do they keep down here? Nope. I'm Chris Hubel. Or am I? I'm Chris Hubel.
Once in a lifetime.
Welcome to History Loves Company.
What's going on, man? I'm Jay.
Oh, Chris,
Great
nice
to
to
meet
meet you.
you.
So how do you tie to the Reptarium? I went down some stairs and all of a sudden there's no more large reptiles.
I, along with Brian and Noah, Brian's son, help run the media department for the Reptarium, for BHB, and all the other businesses that we have here. So come on in. This is our camera room. We have all of our gear here. Now, you know, obviously we can make our videos with a lot less than this. Typically we use 1 or 2 cameras. We have enough stuff here so that if you're ever inspired to do a certain type of shot, certain type of angle,
The money shot.
you're able to have the ability to just come down here, grab a lens, run back upstairs, and get the shot that you need.
You got my 2 cameras sitting right there along with
Probably-
47 other ones. It
Yes.
looks like you got damn near everything
We
that
have
anyone could
crazy
possibly
stuff.
want.
Yeah, we have crazy stuff too. We have a Y roll, which this is like a zip line for your camera.
Meanwhile, in Costa Rica.
Don't worry.
You
You just wait?
And this room is awesome, but honestly, guys, you're gonna want to see what's in that room right back there.
Why don't you show me?
Cool, follow me, guys. I'll show you the other room. So we do a lot of stuff here. It's not just YouTube videos. We do TikTok. We do Instagram. We do YouTube Shorts. And on top of all that, we have a podcast that we run twice a week. And this is our pod cave, we call it. So it's a pretty crazy room. We go big with everything we do here because we're always trying to be the best as we can. So yeah, take a look around, man. We got SM7B mics. We got our Rode mic stands. A reclaimed cherry wood table that was milled over 200 years ago with an acrylic inlay. Kind of give you that river through the forest vibes.
This is incredible. What I would give for a podcast studio like this, and just the way that you guys have tied it into the Reptarium itself is absolutely incredible. I mean, this is...
It's a dream. I mean, it's a dream to work in. You know, we have tons of people come from all over the country, all over the world, in fact, both patrons to our zoo. And also, you know, we have some company in town today from Gatorland, Orlando, as well as Chris, Gillette, and Gabby that are at Everglades Outpost. And, you know, when we bring them here, and these are professional people that are into social media, it's great to bring them to a place where they feel like inspired to talk and comfortable. So it's a great place.
With that being said, I mean, I'm feeling inspired right now to talk to you about media because it sounds like you might know a thing or two about it. Would you mind if we just sit down right here?
Let's take a seat, man.
All right, Jay, so what about the podcast studio, the room we're in right now? Who do you bring down here and what do you guys do down here?
Awesome. So we started a podcast about 2 years ago, right when COVID hit. So our idea was to always bring guests on. Obviously, that was shut down for about 2 years for the most part. We got a couple guests here and there.
So you pulled the whole catfish trick and you just zoomed everyone in?
Nope, we didn't want to go that route because I don't like watching Zoom podcasts. I really don't. There's a disconnect.
Yeah.
There's sometimes a little lag where, like, if I make a joke, you're not going to laugh right away, and then you laugh too late.
And then it seems like a bad joke because I didn't laugh instantly.
Yeah.
We can talk to my girlfriend about this for hours.
Sounds great.
She loves to tell me how funny something was without actually laughing.
It's like, doesn't seem like it was that funny then, babe. But
I don't know. But...
So we didn't really Zoom anybody in. We just kind of went solo for a year and just built our audience that way. But now that you know, restrictions have lifted in most of the country, we are bringing a lot of people in. The last few weeks, we've had crocodile experts, gator experts, other snake or reptile YouTubers. But we've also done, you know, cryptozoologists, people that study Bigfoot. We've done ghost paranormal people. We've had Super Bowl athletes here. You name it. You know, kind of like a small version of what Joe Rogan does. We're trying, you know, we always try to emulate the best, no matter what field we're doing. We look to who's doing it the best and how can we do at least a sliver of that. So that's what this room was. At first, it was just sheets and metal table and kind of janky looking, but it looked good on camera. And then Brian, myself, and a friend sat here and, we had the room studded out, and then we, you know, put up all the walls. We put up all the rock. We got this table, which is cherry wood, 200-year-old cherry wood reclaimed. With an acrylic inlay we got from a fan, actually, you know, reached out to us. He's like, well, I would love to make the table for the podcast room.
Nice.
And fixed out with all the best microphones in the business and all the best headphones that no matter who comes here, they have an incredible experience.
That's wonderful. What about for cameras and lightings? What do you guys use for the podcast studio?
Yeah,
when you
so
shoot?
cameras are an interesting one. I've never seen these before. They're these cameras, they're on the wall over here and here. Maybe you can grab B-roll after. So there's some cameras on the walls that actually are controlled from a remote control from the other room that I can zoom or pan and do all that stuff without having to come in here and individually fix each camera. As far as lighting, we do need to get some different lighting. We're just using some overhead, just regular, fluorescent light bulbs right now, but it does the trick for what we need to do. Fortunately, podcasts, it's not as much for most viewers. It's not much about the visuals as it is about the storytelling and the guests that you have on.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, the vibe that this room gives off is incredible. I mean, just seeing this room alone would be enough to, hook me into the first few seconds of that podcast. And then as long as you
wow,
guys
that
throw
looks
up-
professional.
Yeah, I mean, it looks real legit. There's dinosaurs on the table. This lady over here is holding a crocodile. I mean, there's all sorts of excitement going on here. But how do people find your guys' podcast? Where do they go for that?
So our podcast is called Checking In. So CHECKINGIN. Checking In podcast. We do it Wednesday and Saturday. It is more of almost like a network. The Wednesday podcast is Checking In, and then our Saturday podcast is called Snake Talk. That's typically where we'll bring a guest in, but sometimes they get switched around. But for the most part, Wednesdays with the family, Saturdays with the guest.
Wonderful. So yeah, I mean, if you guys are looking to learn a little bit more about the Reptarium or what these guys have going on, check out their social media handles, check out their podcast. I mean, it's been an incredible experience here with them today. I've seen a lot of really cool things. I've held a lot of animals that I never thought I would hold in my life.
That's awesome.
We held some snakes today. We held an alligator today, an armadillo, which was super interesting. I played with a frickin' sloth, and I mean,
it's a magical place, huh?
It's incredible. I held Sunrise. She was an 80-pound
Burmese python.
Burmese python. And I mean, the feeling of just having such a large creature wrapping around you, tucking its tail between your legs. I mean, just can't get that anywhere else. Sorry, babe.
Like, subscribe, hit that bell.